Hey girl, what are you trying to do here?
What do you mean?
Well, what kind of shot are you trying to hit?
I want to kill it.
With that setup?
Yeah.
All right, with your weight forward, putting your hands forward?
No.
No?
No good?
No.
Hey guys, Christina.
And Karen.
If you want more pars and you're steeporama, so you're really coming over the top with the driver, and you can't figure out why, the first thing to look at is your setup.
Absolutely. A lot of the times, the problem from the swing stems from the way they're setting up. It's almost like people are setting up to hit a slice or a steep shot, so don't set up that way.
We're going to show you the right way right now.
So, a couple of things with the driver. So, if you want to be a good driver, you have to set up to give yourself a chance to hit a good shot. So, Christina, what she was doing was not what you want to do, and believe me, she doesn't swing that way or set up that way. She can't even look bad. But the worst thing you can do is have the ball in the middle of your stance with your head forward, your weight forward, your hands forward. This position right here is going to promote an up to down swing. And it's the opposite of what you want to do with the driver. If you want to be a good driver of the ball, you've got to make sure that that club head sits how the manufacturer designed it. So you want to set the club down the way the club manufacturer designed it. So you can see here, I'm just setting the club down. There's a tiny bit of loft, so you don't want to set it up like this. That's the worst thing you can do. In fact, if you do, what might end up happening is you're going to come down steep and you're actually going to hit the ball on top of the driver, and that's what pops the ball up in the air. So you want to set it up like this.
It's going to look open for many players.
Well, it does, but you want to make sure that you're lining up from the bottom of the club, not from the top right there. So if you set the club down and just let the club sit like the club manufacturer designed it, you're actually lining the bottom of the club up. So that line is straight, and there's a slight bit of angle because drivers have a bit of loft. Where people go wrong is they try to turn that loft down like this. That's the worst thing you can do because that's going to promote an up to down swing. And what will end up happening is you'll end up hitting the ball on the top if you get any marks on the top of your driver and pop the ball up. So this club is designed to come in at the same level and actually hit up on it like this. So with the driver, because the ball is on a tee, you're playing the ball more forward in your stance. So you want to make sure that ball position is more forward. So set the club up first, and then you just set up so that that ball is more in line with your instep right here, that front instep. You want to avoid having the ball in the middle of your stance because, again, that's going to promote a more down motion where you want that ball more forward so that club can be coming in more shallow and actually hitting up, not down. You've got to have a nice wide stance, and then from here, as you set up, you have to have a tiny bit of tilt with your spine, and your right arm is actually underneath the left arm. You don't ever want to have your arms like this. So here's just a simple little drill just to get you in a good position. Once you make sure that ball position is correct and you've got that club sitting down like it should, you can just take your right hand, and you don't have to exaggerate this at all. You're just going to put it on your right hip like this. From here, you're going to keep your back shoulder where it is and then put your hand on instead of like this. So from here, this is going to do a lot of things. It has a little tilt. It's going to help me get behind the ball, and most importantly, as I come through, I'm going to be able to shallow it so I can come in at the same level and hit slightly up on it. If you're set up like this, you're always going to be up to down unless you do something weird in your swing to compensate. So you want to get into position where you're already in that good position to get you in the correct angle of attack. So you set the club down how the club manufacturer designed it. Make sure that ball position is in a good position, and then make sure that that arm is coming from underneath, not from on top. And then from here, it's just going to be easy to make a really nice wide turn and then shift your weight, and the club's going to come in at the same level and you can hit up on it. And that's what's going to help you become a good driver.